Okay, Alhamdulillah. Bismillah, salatu wassalam ala Rasulillah al-Kareem amma ba'd. وقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد يؤتي الحكمة من يشاء ومن يؤت الحكمة فقد أوتي خيرا كثيرا وما يذكر إلا أولي الألباب. Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all for today's session. Alhamdulillah. Today we are going to discuss about a prophetic herb which is Fenugreek, methi. So let me tell you that this herb is called as hulba in Arabic language. So this is a herb which has been used by people from the past hundreds of years for medicinal usage. So the thing is this herb is there in every kitchen of ours. Okay, so we use it to make food, to spice our food, isn't it? Okay, but there is a lot of medicinal properties in this food, fenugreek, which I'm talking about. So that is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so this session today will help you, inshallah, in making few good nuskhas, good solution. I mean, with fenugreek and other few things. Basically, very good for ulcer, to cleanse the bowels, to cleanse the the intestines. It is good for those who are suffering with ulcer, piles, stomach ache, gastric issues, and so on. And it is also good, very good herb for ladies who are suffering from menstruation issues, okay, hormonal issues, and so on. Okay, I hope that you are able to see my presentation here. So we start with the hadith of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Okay. So there is a hadith of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This hadith has been recorded in the Prophetic Medicine book itself by Imam Ibn al-Qayyim. So once Hadrat Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas, the Prophet's companion, fell ill in Makkah. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam visited him. When he saw his condition, he called for a doctor. The doctor came. He was Al-Haris bin Khalda. He was a doctor. He came and he checked Hazrat Sa'd radiallahu anhu. He said he's not serious and he's well, and he advised him to give a mixture of this dates, barley, and boiled methi, fenugreek water, and prepare a dalia, a soup or a gravy out of it. Add honey as well and give it to Hazrat Sa'd radiallahu anhu. Okay, lukewarm in the early morning. And later, Hazrat Sa'd radiallahu anhu, he recovered, and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he liked it. He liked the preparation advised by Haris bin al-Qalda, the doctor. Okay, so this hadith we get it from Thibbe Nabawi, volume number 1, page number 230. Okay, which gives us the reference that methi is also a Thibb herb and also has medicinal properties which we cannot imagine. There is another place where it is mentioned in the Thibbe Nabawi book that if people really knew its properties, okay, then people will buy methi exchange of gold. If people really know the importance of methi, importance of hulba, fenugreek, then they will buy in the exchange of gold. So that means it has a lot of medicinal properties which we have no idea about. Okay, so this is what we are going to learn today. Few important things. And when I started my practice, I even prescribed methi to many people and really did wonders, especially for ulcer patients, for patients who are suffering with piles. Okay, so you can prescribe methi to your patients or to your relatives. See, herbal medicine, especially Thibbe Nabawi, helps a lot. I'll tell you. Okay, so it can be done along with the regular allopathic medicines. Doesn't have any interactions whatsoever. Okay, it is safe. Okay, So there are a few things I'll tell you about methi, which we should be very careful about. Few minor things. Okay, I'll let you know. Okay, right. So we'll go to the nutrition part of this methi hub. Okay, so this methi hub, you see, it has a lot of fiber in. Okay, so what is the importance of fiber? Why do we need fiber? Fiber is good for the gut, for the intestine, for the stomach. Okay, it really helps us to relieve ourselves. It doesn't checks constipation. Okay, so it is really good for cleansing our bowels. It has a lot of folic acid, so very good for anemic people, those who are suffering with anemia, hemoglobin levels down, RBC down, so they can take this herb. It has also vitamin A in it, and mostly it has this heart friendly mineral called potassium. Okay, potassium is very, very important for the heart. Okay, so it protects the heart, it protects the blood vessels. Okay, kindly note this potassium is plenty in methi, in fenugreek seeds, right? So those who have heart issues, cardiovascular issues, they can take methi. I'll let you know how to take it regularly. There is a simple, very, very simple method which all of us can do with regards to this methi. I'll let you know in a moment, inshallah. Okay, so it's clear. Am I clear about the nutrition content of fenugreek? Yeah, fenugreek has a lot of fiber in it, has a lot of folic acid. Basically, it's good for the pregnant ladies also. I mean, in the last, you know, uh, the last days when the delivery is very near. Okay, but mostly pregnant ladies should avoid eating fenugreek in the beginning. Okay, because there is a study that it says that fenugreek can induce labor, so it should be taken at the final days when the delivery date is very close. Okay, right? So it helps uh, the women who just delivered their babies. It helps their uterus to contract. There are so many studies, research papers are there regarding methi. Okay, right. So basically, there is a lot of research done on methi. It says that it really controls all the daily, the usual problems which we are facing today, like blood pressure, cholesterol, heart diseases, hypertension. Okay, so it is really a worthy herb to include that in our daily diet, inshallah. Okay, right. So what are the basic indications which it takes care? Here is a list on the screen. You can note it down. Okay, first and foremost, I'll tell you it's very good for the stomach. Okay, so those who are suffering with ulcer, gastric pain, mostly children suffering with colic pain, gastric pain. Yeah, we can give them fenugreek, bloating, gastric issues, piles, okay, bleeding piles. Yes, methi can be given. So this herb is very good for gastric issues, inflammation of the stomach, inflammation of the large intestine. Okay, all those things, right? You can really treat these diseases using this. Okay, so you can take this as a supplement. You can take it as a herbal remedy along with your allopathic or whatever you system you follow. Okay, so there are no contradictions, right? Then what we can do with this methi is we can use it during dry cough, chest congestion, okay, where this phlegm becomes very stubborn. You get this cough very often. You get up during the night coughing. So that time methi can be used. What is the method? How do we have to take? I'll tell you in a few moments, inshallah. Okay. Right. So for respiratory problems, especially for dry cough, dry throat, chest congestion, where this phlegm doesn't come out, you can use methi as well. Then I'll let you know about the other uses like it's there on the screen. It's good for the heart. It's a very heart-friendly herb. It is good for blood pressure, lowering cholesterol levels. Good, really good for obesity. Those who have, you know, obesity issues, they can take it regularly. It will put down their weight, inshallah. Okay. Good for diabetic patients. Okay. And the last thing is it's a very regenerating, and it gives vitality to the body, especially to the skin, to the hair, right? Keeps the muscles strong. Okay, so even you can take it for vitality and rejuvenation, and to you know really take care of your joints, muscles as well. Okay, so these are the major, the major uses of this wonderful herb methi. Okay, so you can note it down, right? Right. So what are the contraindications? As I told you, first you have to be very careful about methi for pregnant ladies. Okay, so they shouldn't be given because it really causes abortion. This is what the study says. Right, can take it during the last weeks of pregnancy, inshallah. Another thing is you need to take care is while you're giving Fenugreek, methi to diabetic patients, those who have diabetes, you have to keep their sugar levels in, keep checking, because suddenly it might go down. Okay, so that will be really a troublesome situation, right? So you need to monitor their blood sugar levels regularly while you're administrating Fenugreek. Right. So these are the only two cases where you have to be very, uh, very careful while giving methi to people. Okay. Right. So then we have preparations. So what are the preparation methods, you may ask? So these are few methods which you can inculcate. First one is the very simple one. Just soak 1 or 2 teaspoons of methi seeds in a glass of water. Okay, let it sit the whole night. Next day, you get up, take this as first thing in the morning. Take a glass. I mean, just gulp it down. Just chew the seeds, okay, and just consume it. The seeds become very soft and mucilaginous. They are very soft. You can just swallow them down. The only thing is, it has a bitter taste. Bitter taste, okay. In itself, bitter taste is good for dissolving the fat, removing the excess fat, clearing the arteries. It's good for the heart. Okay, so this bitter taste itself has these properties. Okay, so let me tell you one important thing that regarding the taste. See, every taste has its own medicinal property. I told you bitter taste has property of cleansing the body from fat, from toxins. Pungent taste, spicy taste also has few properties, very important properties and functions, right? Even it reduces the fat. Sweet, whereas sweet taste increases the fat content in the body. That is why they say, sugar, increases fat, sugar increases the body weight. That is true. Okay, each taste has its own property. Okay, so we have to eat food considering the taste. You understand? Okay, so we have to eat the food considering the taste. Okay, so if you have heat issues in your body, you don't have to eat spicy food or salty food. Instead, you have to take bitter foods. You have to take sweet food, right? So to lower the heat levels. Okay, so if someone has cold issues, they can take spicy and pungent and salty sour foods. Yes, that will really help them, because these tastes, they have what, heat properties, which increase the heat inside the body. So in that case, when someone has cold, they have to take uh, pungent, spicy, and sour food. So this is the concept, right? Which every one of us should understand and inculcate in our daily life. Okay, I hope you have understood this concept, right? So this is one type of uh, consumption. The next type is taking the methi powder directly, right? So this works best for people who have high blood sugar levels, diabetes, right? So they can take 10 gram of methi powder before food, okay, or in the evening, right? So this will check their sugar levels. Okay, the previous one, this is the, the usual one. Anybody can do this. Okay, anyone can follow this procedure, and maybe they can do it for 20 to 25 days. Then they can leave a gap, and again they can start. Okay, so they will see a lot of changes in their body. It really, energizes the body. Generally, it energizes the body. It increases the strength of the immune system. It keeps a person satiated, doesn't feel hungry very soon. Okay, so these are the general benefits a person might get if he consumes this methi water every day in the early morning. This one is for the diabetic patients, but make sure that you are uh, tracking the patient, you are checking the blood sugar levels regularly, because it might the sugar levels might shoot down suddenly. Okay. Okay, this is number 3 method, where you boil methi in a glass of water, and after mixing a teaspoon of methi, I mean honey, then you give it to the person who is suffering from cough. Okay, that very adamant and very stubborn phlegm which doesn't come out easily. Okay, so third one, you need to boil methi, powder of methi or methi seeds in water, a glass of water. Then you have to mix a little bit of honey, maybe half a teaspoon or 1 teaspoon, and you have to give it to the person who is suffering from cough, phlegm, stubborn phlegm, dry cough especially. Note down. Okay, so this works better. This works, a very good way for people suffering with phlegm issues. Okay, also takes care of dry asthma. Okay, right? So this one helps those people who are suffering from dry asthma. Okay, so remember there are two types of basically there are two types of asthma. One is the dry one, okay, where a person doesn't feel the phlegm coming out, but still he has breathing issues. The other one is the the moist phlegm, where the phlegm is there inside the lungs and the person feels the heaviness, and when he coughs, the phlegm comes out. This is a cold or moist one. Okay, so this methi solution nuskha works best for the dry cough, dry asthma kind of issues. Clear? So make a note of this, right? Fine. So next I'll give you a more powerful nuskha, a more powerful solution. Okay, it's a mixture of 3 herbs. Mainly it's fenugreek seeds, ajwain, black seed, kalonji. Okay, so this nuskha is mainly for general detox, high cholesterol, itchy skin, okay, let's say eczema, psoriasis, then swelling, even works best for relieving joint pains, shoulder pain, back pain, right? So this pain generally comes because of toxins, accumulation of toxins in the body, especially in the joints, or can be anywhere. Okay, when this accumulation of toxin occurs, right, the first indication is what? Pain. That area gives you this problem of pain, might be swelled up, right? So the basic uh, the reason for any pain can be buildup of toxin. So what is a what is the solution for this kind of problems? Yeah, we have to detoxify. How do you detoxify? Yeah. See, general way, the best way is hijama. Okay. So along with that, you can also take this nuskha, this solution, methi, methi water, or this one which I'm telling you. This is little bit powerful one. Can take, not a problem. Doesn't have any side effects. Okay. Note down the nuskha fenugreek. You have to take 250 grams. Note down. And ajwain 100 grams. Then black seed 50 grams. Okay. So you have to little bit. You have to fry them in the pan. Make a powder and mix them all. Okay. Then one can consume every day, early morning, 5 grams. Can mix with water and consume. right? Or twice a day, one in the morning, one in the evening, right? There are many people who told me, who shared their thing with me, that when they started this, mashallah, alhamdulillah, their problems were gone, such as skin issues, joint pain, uh, hair fall, even hair fall, then high triglycerides, high cholesterol levels. They felt more energetic. Their immune system, like it got a boost. Okay, so they were telling me. So I'm just sharing you all these thoughts, all these inputs, so that you can really give you confidence, boost your confidence levels, inshallah. Okay, so this you can prepare at home, and you can have it regularly, or you can ask your friends, your relatives to take it uh, once in a while, right? So you can continue this course for 25 days. You can then stop taking this for 10 days, and then again you can start it, inshallah, right? So this is a detox nuskha. Note down, a detox nuskha. Okay, so this works well for all kinds of detoxifications. Okay, so mainly, it really does wonders with skin issues, eczema. Then what do we have? Psoriasis, then hives, and so on. There are so many skin disorders, right? So you can name it, and it really helps to relieve all such issues. Okay. So this is a very great nuskha. I'm telling you, just note it down, right? I got a lot of feedbacks. I got a lot of good positive feedbacks from people out there, and it really helped them a lot. Okay. So you can also ask the people to take this along with hijama. If they're doing, regular hijama, ask them to take this as well for 25 or 1 month, as so on. Okay. And they can really, if they like it, they can take it later again after giving 10 or 12 days gap. Okay. Okay. So if they take it for 3, 4, or even 5, 6 months, they'll see a lot of changes in the body. Okay. Right. The problem with the skin issues, like most of the people are having skin issues, that's because of uh, the blood carries a lot of toxins. A lot of toxins are there. The food we eat, the artificial, the factory food which we eat, right? It's loaded with chemicals, loaded with artificial sweeteners, artificial flavors, right? So it goes inside and creates havoc. Okay, it goes and it deposits, it gets accumulated somewhere, and it creates a lot of problem, right? So how do we do detoxify? This is one way. Okay, this is the easy way. I tell you, this is the easiest way. Anybody can do this. There are no contradictions. Right. So you have any doubts? Let me clear the doubts now. Please go ahead and ask the doubts, inshallah. Okay, we have few doubts here. Okay, somebody is raising a hand. Please hold on. I think someone likes to talk here. Just let me unmute their mic.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, sir. In the
Waalaikum salam.
preparation, it is written कि fry them in the pan.
Mhm.
So do we need to fry them or roast them on the tawa?
Yeah, both can be done. Either you fry them or you just roast them. Uh, and then you make a powder out of it, mix all the 3 ingredients, and then your nuskha is ready, inshallah. Okay.
And sir, one Jazakallah khairan kasira, sir. One more question. For like we fry them and make a nuska and powder, and then after how many days we can consume it? मतलब ये कितने दिन तक ठीक रहेगा?
जी, यही है। आप इसका एक कोर्स लेना होगा। कोर्स जो है एक एक महीना, 1 महीना लीजिए, उसके बाद 10 दिन गैप छोड़ दीजिए, उसके बाद फिर आप ले सकते हैं।
ओके,
ठीक है,
जज़ाकल्लाह खैर।
जज़ाकल्लाह खैर। या को Yeah, do we have any doubts here? Any more doubts? Okay, sister is asking, can we use it for body? Yeah, sure, sure. Why not? Why not? I told you, right? It has, a lot of good properties which really boost up our energy levels. You can use it, inshallah. Okay, so we have another doubt. Hold on. Okay, any other doubts? Okay, there's another doubt. Sister Rizwana, is this nuskha hot in nature? See, this is not either very cold, neither it's hot, it's moderate. Okay, so don't have to worry, right? So most probably, this has cold nature because it's good for your ulcer and heat, inflammation. It has a good cold nature. Okay, when it comes to cough, phlegm, you have to give it to people who have dry kind of phlegm, dry cough, dry asthma. Please make a note. Okay, so see, there are things which people use from centuries. Okay, like we have this there on the slide. I'll show you. Uh, yeah, so these are the things which have been used for centuries. Okay, so you may note this down. Methi, fenugreek has been used for centuries for these issues: gastric ulcer, stomach ache due to gas. Uh, okay, then periods issues can be used as a bandage on tumors. Okay, so for cough, throat issues, chest, respiratory issues, you have to cook it in water. Like I told you, you have to boil the methi seeds or methi powder in the water. Then you have to take it for phlegm issues. Okay, and in ancient Rome, fenugreek was given to the pregnant women. Okay, then it was also given for weakness of the leg, swelling. Chinese use it for swelling issues. Okay, so these are the traditional uh, methods which have been used from many centuries, right? Okay, so we can use it without any second thought, inshallah. Okay, right. So since we are online, let me take this opportunity and teach you few wonderful things here regarding healing and healthcare. You'll be really happy to know all these techniques. Right. First of all, let me introduce you one system, healing system. It's called as Jinshin Jutsu. So those who come regularly for our class, you might be knowing it already, what this Jinshin Jutsu means. So it's a kind of healing method where you use only your bare hands, your hands. Yes. See, this is a part of Sunnah that when we see someone, who is sick, we should keep our hands on their uh, forehead or can be anywhere and read the dua. This is a Sunnah, right? So we have learned this from our teachers. Khair. So sometimes what do? We do this to our own self, right? When we are in shock, suddenly we are in shock, we are under stress, we keep our hands or on our forehead, on our chest, right, on our mouth, right? So what are we doing? What are these gestures actually? See, we are trying to heal ourselves. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created this innate nature inside us that we keep healing ourselves